There's a lot of things, Zach, that I believe are too big to hold on our own. They just are, right? We don't have the capacity to deal with them on our own, which is why we have to do this in relationship. And I'm not talking about with your romantic partner. That may be you and I on the phone. That may be you surrounded by 4 other men. That may be you sitting across from a professional. Right? The first time I did jujitsu, I didn't walk in and say, "Hey, here's the chink in my defense. Here's where people can get." I was like, I don't know. They were like, "Here, roll around for a little bit." Okay, this is the problem with your game.
So, given that's the case, if somebody has all this hard shit that they're suppressing, they've spent so much time avoiding it, how do they even know they're avoiding it? It's not even there. It's one thing to say, I have all of these suppressed feelings, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be vulnerable because I'm not supposed to. But have you ever gotten to the point where they literally just don't even know that it's there because it's so deep, it doesn't even exist. They can't even access it.
Yes. That's where it requires some guidance. Right? When you showed up to Tony's, he wasn't like, "Cool. What's the move that you don't know that you can't do yet?" He was like, "Here, try some stuff." "Oh, what do you know? You got really weird shoulder flexibility, don't you? You have some weakness in your traps. You have some weakness here. Oh, what do you know? What's underneath that? What's underneath that? What's underneath that?" There's a lot of things, Zach, that I believe are too big to hold on our own. They just are. Right? We don't have the capacity to deal with them on our own, which is why we have to do this in relationship. And I'm not talking about with your romantic partner. That may be you and I on the phone. That may be you surrounded by 4 other men. That may be you sitting across from a professional. Right? The first time I did jujitsu, I didn't walk in and say, "Hey, here's the chink in my defense. Here's where people can get." I was like, I don't know. They were like, "Here, roll around for a little bit." Okay, this is the problem with your game. And I still show up to people and be like, "I don't know, I just keep getting choked in the same way." They're like, "Cool, let me see." "Oh, well, here's the thing. Show me a couple." "Oh, you're putting your hand here. You don't even know that I'd be like, "I'm putting my hand up here." And they're like, "Really? That's interesting. It's on your neck." Like, "No, it's not. It's over my head." Like, "No, it's on your neck." And so for a lot of us, that's the thing. We don't know our own blind spots. That's why they're called blind spots. I don't know my own blind spots. Personally, I'll be like, "I don't have any." And then I can pull my partner in here and be like, "Okay, you guys got another hour? He's got some blind spots." And I think that's the thing. That's why we do this in relationship. That's why you go train with other people. That's why you train with a coach. It's why you have friends. It's why you have a partner. People who get to see things that you don't get to see. So if a guy doesn't even feel it, though, and here's my question is, how is your life really? Is it fulfilling? Is it satisfying? Are you full of joy? Do you wake up with energy? You know this with diet, right? People are like, "My diet's great." Then you have them eat a certain way for 2 months. Like, "Oh my God, I had no idea I could feel like this. I just thought being gassy and bloated was normal. But 2 months off dairy and wow, that's my new normal." But it requires an intervention of someone else or someone else's knowledge to get you there. But if a guy is waking up and saying, "Okay, let's be real though. Here's the results you're getting. Here are the things you're doing. How are your anxiety levels? How often are you depressed? How often are you drinking? You have this idea, but you haven't enacted it in the world. You're in your 3rd relationship that only lasted 3 months. Okay, talk to me here. Let's see if we can look at the results and then work backwards. And like you said, show me a human who's like, "I got no issues," and I'll show you a liar, right? And I don't mean that shamefully or meanly. It's just, I'll show you a guy who's blind to his own stuff.
Yeah, that's just the reality, as you said, of the human experience, right?